Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Pine Cove Farm. Early in the morning, pigs are having their breakfast and yeah, doing a fine job. They're such pigs, I tell you. Do hope everybody is doing well. A little bit of maintenance to catch up on here this morning. So I'm going to start by swooping up a little bit of this piggy whoop. There we go. I know there's a little bump there. Try not to hit it, but every once in a while I do. There we go. Get this all cleaned up. Now I could use something like the magic tire on a stick, but I like to take the extras over and make like I'm actually starting to, wrong end, produce some pig fodder. So we'll just dump a little bit of corn in here. There we go. And I mean, so far it's worked out to like, what is that, 2,300 liters? Well, it's not bad. Now, I think while we're here, let's also... Where do you guys hide it? Way around the other side, or not? Yeah. Once we get a little more light, I'll jump back in the cab, but... There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Have you been making lots of steaming piles for me? Goody. So I'm gonna quickly grab a large-esque scoop of that. Nice. Because I know somewhere on this map there's a greenhouse. And I have not fed it anything yet, so it must be pretty hungry. Oh, interesting. A little extra shed up there, another one there. Cool. One thing we are going to have to do very quickly, of course, because 'tis that time. Grass cutting season has started, so we will be looking for suitable places to chop the grass. Speaking of grass, you couldn't have kept some of that in your trough there, cows? You have to check your status. That trough actually looks pretty darn empty. So, well, briefly we, yes, excellent job. I don't know why it let me dump it beside it. Seems kind of mean-hearted. Taking advantage of my oopsiness. They are. I wonder if I can actually get this up on that lip and grab that little extra bit there. Some of it. Most of it. Yes, we got it all. And through the window he goes. There we go. Nice. Now, a little bit of water in there, and poofo magico. Alright, I'm also, yeah, tell you what. Before I go, scooping up your grass and giving it back to you, I'm gonna go down and wash the poop out of the tractor bucket. How's that for a deal there, cows? I should say, my goodness. Get the bucket up there all nice and ready. Now, why does this field look like... What do we got going on here? Oh, soybeans harvested. What? Every one of our fields harvested. That's not right. Every one of our fields is, whatchamacallit? We've already plowed, we've cultivated, we've planted. Like, we're, like I say, off to do other things because this stuff's all done. Oh man, don't tell me there's some issue with this. I'm gonna be really upset if there's an issue with this map. I'm gonna freak. Now, how could that possibly be cultivated? Or, harvested soybean growth status. That's the very first field we did. So field 3... wheat seeded. Okay. Field 5. Well, how the heck did field 2 end up being harvested soybean? That was a lot of work, man. And it's getting a little late in the year to do it again. Wow. I'm not impressed with that at all. Let's see what happened here. This one looks alright. What? Plowed? Oh, potatoes, right? Yeah. Okay. And this one should be corn. So yeah, I do not understand why I have harvested soybean in that other field. If anybody knows, or thinks they do, let me know. Corn. Okay. That is really messed up, though. Like, really. Field 2. Okay, well, what I'm gonna have to do... Oh, sure. That's where I want it to be. You'll do. You'll do nicely. Hello. Wham. Big fent. We're going to grab... Oh. Yeah. Right back to day 1, right? Right. Here's another question. Why is there only one of these? What is going on here? Vato. It's these guys. It only shows one though, doesn't it? That's really weird. Really, really weird. I know I had 2 of them because I was running 2 at a time to get all this done. Wow. I really don't know what's going on with that. As I said, I mean, this is the very, very first field we did. And this is where everything started. Alright, well. It's not too late, is it? What have we got? Have I actually missed anything? No, I guess if anything. It's ready to start. I could do probably refresh this with soybean or sunflower. So I may just do that. So let's hire you. Oh, I don't think you're close enough. It's kind of deceiving. You'd expect this to fling it a little further, but... Alright. Has completed their task. Have they? No, I don't think so. Has completed their task. They immediately shut it off. I just don't get it. I do not get what's going on here. If we look on here, field 2 shows us soybean. Harvested. Yeah, harvested. I just don't get that. So if that's harvested, how come they're not letting me spray it? Yeah, there's something a little bit weird. Say the least. Yeah. So let's back this puppy up a step. There we go. And... wow. I really don't know what's going on here. I'll be completely honest with you. It's a mystery. And this is the very, very first field we did. Absolutely guaranteed it was. You know? And now all of a sudden, well, I'll tell you one thing. Since something weird has gone on, I'm not going to lose the time over it. I'm going to go back to 1x. Until this is back to where it should be. Wow, and that sucks because for some reason it's not letting me use a hired worker. So as fine as GPS is, it ain't the same thing, man. But I mean, even the map shows that this is a harvested field. Now, could it be that I planted soybean and planted it so early that it died, and that shows it as harvested? It's the only thing I can think of, as obscure as it seems. You know, I mean, seriously, that's stretching it, man. But I really can't think of what else might be the issue here. Although, wow, I really wonder now. I wonder at this point if possibly, that I did not do this when I switched map versions. Because, I mean, there's no point going back over the video, because remember I did almost all of the catching up off camera, right? So, wow. Mysterious Field 2. Well, not at all what I planned to do. I really wanted to get out there and get some grass cut. I've got some kit sitting at the shop that needs to go out forestry way, because we still have things going on there. Let's not forget that. The last time around we knocked down a bunch of trees, and I did managed to get them loaded into the trailer, so we're pretty much ready to get that thing up and running. But yeah, this is really throwing a a whole banana on the thing, you know. We'll have to see how we doing. Yeah, we're almost going to be down to the big 50% here in a moment. I think at the end of this row, I'm going to, well, we'll see. Not the end of this row, what I'm talking about. We're halfway. So, well, not quite, eh? We're going to get 3 rows out of this. Okay, but that still doesn't explain where the heck the other manure pooper thinger went. Unless I sold it a moment of, oh hey, I'll sell this. I don't know. I was sure I parked them right next to each other. I wonder if I parked them so close they're one. One of those weird giants physics things. Do not park the 2 Stroutman manure spreaders together. Yes. They will simply coalesce. Collate? I don't know. I don't know. It seemed like the right word a moment ago. Okay. There's just certain words you just don't use often enough to even remember if you should. I'm gonna blame it on that. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, like I say, this isn't exactly what was on the agenda for today. I don't think we're going to get back to forestry. Because I've got to get this done, preferably the quicker the better. At this pace, I don't know that I can even start one of the other tractors on the second stage. Well, maybe I'll do that once I get the new load of manure on board. I'll do it at the end of this row, seeing as we're not only going to need it, but we're going to be at the closest point to the box anyway. So, yeah, we're going to be down to, I don't know, not enough for another row. That's how much we're going to be down to. Not enough. That's all that matters. So, yeah, I really do need to spend most of today, well, not spreading poop. I need to spend most of today cutting grass. So, oy vey and all that. Now, I don't know that the greenhouses work both ways. I know if you just add water, they'll give you half production. But you also will immediately see the plants sprout up. I don't know that it works the same with these. You'll also notice I straightened our money out. I didn't think it was reasonable that now that we have 98% of our kit that we should be wandering around with, you know, $2-3 million. So I got rid of all of it except a few thousand just to maintain our expenses between now and when we actually sell a couple of things. That will allow me to keep putting things into production as opposed to liquidating them. I'm thinking logs, milk, these sort of things. Because I would also imagine that we have a pretty substantial amount of milk we can haul away if we chose to. But I don't choose to at the moment. And I should use that time to be prepping the other tractor. Alright. Because one thing that is going to save us some time is terrible turning radius on this thing, man, let me tell you. Now I wonder if, now that we've set such a sterling example, I wonder. Wonder who. Alright. Load me up, Billy boy. Oh, look at that. Darn. Wow. I'm, if I may say so myself, rather impressed. Okay. Now, if I hit hired worker, what are you going to do? You're going to go, I hate you. Yeah, why did I think you were going to do that anyway? You know? I mean, why not? Let's, let's get back to it then. Actually, no, let's briefly not. Any other? Sure, you'll do. I think you'll do, actually. Oh. No, don't keep jumping over to the next one in line. Get back in there. Thank you. I want you to do this. See, as it's only one field. See, I've got 2 of these. Whoop. Sneak. Sneak. How'd we do? Alrighty. Yes, I do. Now, sure, I had 2 of those. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because if I can't run one with a hired worker, there's not much point in having 2 of them to try and work the field. Now, I know you'll allow me to hire a worker. Because, you're a cultiuplow. Which means you're basically going to do anything. Alright, let's get you all set up and arranged, man. The thing is, I gotta watch for is that he doesn't come along and plow parts I have not yet prepped. So, let's see how you do. You got no problem with this, do you? That's what I thought. Step out of your way. Helper G is blocked by an object. I don't think I like being called an object. Thank you. Now, there you go. There you go. Turn on the sauce, buddy. Alright. Now we're a working crew. Yeah, I'm also not going to pay them 5 times the wage just because for some reason. Yeah, I'm pretty much convincing myself at this point that I likely somehow simply forgot. You know, I probably did the same thing. I started with one of the other fields and then looked at things and went, well, you would have started with field 2. But, I'm just having a hard time swallowing it. I really am. I really am. See, now I have 2 of them so that I could have started Buddy at the other corner of the field, but as I'm trying to outrace him with the old poopin' flinger machine here, it's not going to work for us this time. At least not right away. I've got a much bigger spread. I'm doing about the same speed, but I've also got to compensate for the fact that I'm going to have to quit every once in a while. Alright. I'm not quit, but go for refills. Something that, as a non-user of resources, he's not going to have to tolerate. So... and I think he's a little quicker. Well, maybe. I thought he did 20. We're doing this sort of rattly 1920, 1920, so... yeah. Our biggest issue here is how much time it takes with the old pit stops. There's so many races, it will be determined by the pit stops. Hey, there's a good title for this particular video. We'll call it Pit Stop. See if you guys can figure that one out without getting to this point. Yeah, I ran into one of those weird things with YouTube last night. I was uploading that Kingdoms of Amalur video, which that should be a couple days old by now. But yeah, I was uploading that, and I mean, it's a fairly big chunky thing. It's almost an hour long. And it got to the 70-ish and a bit part, like a bit uploaded, and it came on and, you know, it had whatever. When I first started, it said it was going to take 2.5 hours, which is about what I was figuring for it, to be honest with you. That seemed reasonable for the size it was. And when it gets to the 75 mark, I'd gone in and watched a movie. And I came back out here and I'm looking at 75% uploaded. An hour and 40 minutes to go. I'm thinking, well, that's not good. So I go back in and I'm watching another movie. I come back out and I have a look at it. It's 75% to go, an hour and like 48 minutes now. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is really not good. So I shut it down and I reloaded this morning. Now, of course, the nice thing is YouTube does archive these things. So it wasn't a complete disaster in that I did not have to start right from square zero. You know, it was 75% uploaded, and then it found the hook, and, you know, 32 minutes to go, or whatever the heck it was, and it did count itself down and under the usual prescribed time, which is a standard. Usually if it predicts X amount of time, it does finish a little bit quicker than that. I think they account a little bit for issues and such, but yeah, I guess it must have just completely lost the hook. I mean, it still didn't want to go to the point of telling me that, you know, leaving the page was okay or anything like that, of course. You know, it still said, you know, disaster will ensue. However, that's pretty funny. You don't see the wheels on that train. They don't actually render as quickly as the rest of it. So yeah, it looks like one of these really fancy Japanese hover trains that don't exist yet. But I have a feeling that we're probably getting awfully close to episode length here. Yeah, I'm going to roll for pit stop. I think I'm actually going to be able to do this quickly enough that I don't think I've got to shut the other guy down, which is nice because I'd really like to get this done. So we know that next time up we're going to be doing a little bit of fetch and play with the logging, and we're also going to start the grass cutting season. Yes, indeed. A very important time here on the farm. Alright, let's go. Might as well shut that off. I can find my way to the poop bin without huge lines. We should probably close the back though so we don't lose a little bit we've got. And quickery, quickery, quickery we go. Come on, back her in there. Attaboy, attaboy. And fill me. Good, good, good. Let's watch this guy just chewing this up. There he goes. Oh no, that's a tree. Never mind. Oh, come on. I'm not the only one that's mistaken trees for tractors. Am I? Anyone? So, 2-degree air temperature, 4-degree soil temperature. Oh, it makes you want to bury yourself in the dirt to stay warm, don't it? So that's pretty chilly for mid-spring, 2 degrees. Wow. Must be a little bit chillier part of the world than I thought. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Now time is money. I'm starting to worry, dude. Come on. Because we are going to have to do this once more, I think. Before this gets completely filled, make the corner. Oh, what a boy. And off we go. Whoops. Alright, let's, beautiful. Now, let's open you up. Nice. And away we go. Nice, we are well ahead of him. So I think that's not too bad. He doesn't even manage a full row in the time it takes me to refill. Although really close, so I'm not going to get too slack with it. So when we come back, this field will be done yet again. Take note of this so that if I do come back and for some reason it says it's harvested soy, that it in fact is not. Okay, yeah, because I am in fact going to plant soybeans here, providing of course I don't do what I did on the other farm and go, yeah, I'm planting barley, and then not remember to set the seeder to anything, so it's at the default wheat. But that never happened. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit the like button. Believe me, I could use all the help I could get at this point. Alright, to all of you I know, big shout out. To all of you I don't know, well, big shout out anyway. Take care. Ciao for now.